Hi everyone, I'm going to be making a no-bake cheesecake, and just in case you like cheesecake, you want to make one yourself. They're very easy to make. You need 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, softened or at room temp. You need 1 cup of sugar. You can even use 3/4 cup of sugar. You need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and then you need 1 8-ounce container of frozen Cool Whip thawed. You also need a pie crust. Now this, I just went ahead and bought it. It was like $1. Comes with the clear lid. Now this is going to be a pretty big cheesecake. In fact, you could actually, there's actually enough for you to make 2 of these. But I just like a big, thick cheesecake. And this more than is enough room for it. But some people, if you like a thinner cheesecake, you can make 2 out of this. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my sugar. Remember, room temp cheesecake, 2 8-ounce packages. In fact, you can buy it in a double pack. I think it's $3.50 or something like that for a 2-box package. Now, creaming this is going to take about 3 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and cream it, and then I will come back. Okay, gonna add my vanilla real quick. 2. This will show up, and it probably won't. Yes, teaspoon. So you want 2 teaspoons. You can use a tablespoon if you'd like. You could also add in 1 teaspoon of lemon extract if you wanted to make it a little bit more tart. just that little bit. That's perfect. Okay. Ounce container, frozen whip topping, Cool Whip, whatever you want to call it. Thaw this out in the refrigerator overnight is what I did. Now, alright, let me get this mixer put up real quick. Okay, now we're going to take the whip topping, Cool Whip, and we're going to very gently fold this in, just a little at a time. You don't want to beat this in, and you don't want to whip it hard, or it will flatten all your whipped cream. Just very gently, just kind of fold it in there. This cheesecake is probably closer to a pie, if I had to guess. My mother made a sort of a version of this growing up for my grandfather, but it was called cherry cream pie, something like that. And it was cherries, obviously. I prefer strawberries. You can use anything on here. You could use jam or jelly, or no, you could just put slices of strawberries on here if you'd like. And like I said, you could even add just a teaspoon of lemon extract to this to make it a little bit more tart. Now, even though this calls for 1 cup of sugar, I just put 3/4 of a cup. It tastes basically the same to me, so cut out a little bit of the sugar. It's probably the wiser choice, but you could even add more sugar if you like it sweeter. I think this offset with the strawberries, the sweetness of those, I think it's just perfect. One more big clump. I always prefer using a flat spoon or spatula, whatever you want to call this. I always prefer it. It always cleans the bowl for me. And you just want to mix this in until there are no more white streaks. It's all going to be basically white anyway, but sort of an off-white, not a creamy color. You just want to make sure the whipped cream's blended well, so some people may not like just getting a mouthful of whipped cream. I personally love it, but it also tells me I didn't mix my cheesecake too well, so I try really hard to make sure I get it blended well. Okay, I think we're about there. All right, get this out of my way. Onto our pie. Now, like I told you, this is a lot of filling. You could really make 2 smaller thin pies if you wanted. You could also make little mini cupcakes. Not mini cupcakes, but mini cheesecakes. But you'll see how big this will turn out to be. It's pretty thick. Some folks complain that it's too high and that the lid won't fit. Yes, the lid will fit. I make these all the time. I just personally prefer a big thick pie. When it comes to this, like I said, you could easily, and you can make your own pie crust. All you need is 8 to 12 graham cracker squares and a tablespoon or 2 of butter. Yeah, crush the crackers and then mix it well with the butter and then just spread it out in here for you. To me, honestly, it's just cheaper just to buy these crusts already made. Easier. But this is fantastic. And I hope some of y'all will try it. Now if I can get this all off the spatula. And my hands are clean. I just washed them. There we go. Okay. I'm going to try to smooth this out. It's pretty thick. It's pretty dense. But that's what makes it so good to me. Push it all the way to the edge. Sorry about my voice. I've had entirely too much pollen down my throat in recent days. I've been outside a lot in between all the raining. And anytime there's wind, my voice isn't too happy over the next few days. So anyway, alright, so you can see this is fairly thick. It obviously doesn't look beautiful, but I don't mind. It'll be demolished here in a couple of days. Now, this will last in the fridge 5 days for sure. You could even freeze this. You know, you can make this and cook it ahead and put it in your freezer. Thaw it out the night before you need it for, you know, a party or making it for someone. If you know anybody that likes the cold style cheesecake. My family and I don't care for the baked cheesecake at all. I think it's just too rich. There's something about the richness. But these here are not very tart. They don't have the tang in it. And I believe that's because I don't add the lemon to it anymore. I like it just like that is. Now I've got whipped cream all over my fingers, but I'm going to show you that this fits. You might have some coming out the side, and that's my fault. I pushed it over too far. You definitely want to, keep it away from the edges, just a hair, so that when you put the lid on, it doesn't shoot out like it's doing now. Normally I do better with that, but so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to close this up all the way. I'm going to go put this in the refrigerator for about an hour, just to let this get all good and mixed together. And then we're going to come back, and I took strawberries that I grew, about 10, decent sized strawberries, at least that size. I put 2 tablespoons of sugar on them last night, and I just let them, do their thing. Let the sugar pull these sugars out of the strawberry, and I'm going to press those out with a fork, and that will be our glaze for the top. So 1 hour, we'll be back to put the strawberries on. Here's our pie. Been in the refrigerator for about, let's say, an hour and a half. And I decided I'm going to come cut myself a piece. Not a very big one. I'm going to be a good girl. Just to show y'all how good this is. That's not going to work. Let's see. Use my spoon here. I might just have to use that knife. With a spatula, I'm probably about to destroy this, but well, messed up the end, I guess. And then I just smush the top. That's all right. It's a perfect size piece anyway. Strawberry glaze I made. Sugar and strawberries, that's all you need. Just let them hang out for, an hour or two on your counter or in the refrigerator. Then just take a fork and mash them up real good, and you have strawberry glaze. So, yeah, that's my little piece of it. We're gonna put it on there. Like I said, you could use cherry. You can, I think it's called clover, 4 clover or something like that. Strawberry pie filling. Oh, it is so good. So you can either use that, get that whole can and dump the whole can on top of this pie, or you can make your own, add it on here in pieces. I forgot a fork, but I think a spoon will be just as good. Oh. That is so good. That's amazing. This takes your main effort for this will be mixing your cream cheese and sugar. Folding in the Cool Whip only takes a minute, and I've actually done this with the Cool Whip since I was 18. So a long time. Back in the day, I got on this kick of I wanted to bake. I wanted to make sweets and candies and cakes and pies, but I wouldn't eat them. So I would bake stuff or make cheesecakes, and I would give it all away. Well, as you can see, that's not the case today. I don't make these very often, always at the holidays. And just right now, it's been really hot outside, and I convinced myself that I have earned this. I've done a lot of sweating. I think I need some sugar. But I tell y'all, this heaven. Absolute heaven. I will put the recipe in the description. I hope you guys will try it. Absolutely fantastic. And if you do, let me know how it turned out. Okay, I've got to walk away now before I sit here and eat another piece. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you enjoy this. Again, it's just no-bake cheesecake, or you could call it cheesecake pie, or not so much a cake. Strawberry cream pie, strawberry cream cake. You call it whatever you want. It's delicious, and I hope you'll try it.